Hey everyone, thank you for attending AWS Data Insights Day. My name is Sunaina, and I am the product marketing lead for Amazon Redshift. And we have with us Errol today, who is going to talk about a very popular feature of Amazon Redshift, which is Query Editor V2. Hey Errol.
Hi, Sunaina. My name is Errol Murtezaoğlu, and I'm a senior product manager at Amazon Redshift.
Awesome. Well, I'm super excited to talk to you about how you can visualize and collaborate on data with Redshift Query Editor. Tell us a little bit about why you built the tool.
Sure. You see, we have been receiving a lot of feedback from our customers who are constantly searching for a user friendly SQL client. They want something that they can accommodate the growing numbers of end users and boost analyst productivity. That's where Query Editor V2 comes in. It was launched 2021 to address these exact concerns, and I'm excited to walk you through the improvements we made.
Sounds great. All right, so shall we get started?
Sure. Many SQL users who need access to data in Amazon Redshift either lack the necessary rights to the AWS console or do not get the desired experience. They often have to resort to downloading third party tools to access data for analytics, which comes with ongoing updates and security concerns. And then again, data analysts wish to perform visual analysis of their query results, but they have to export their data to other tools like Excel to achieve this. And finally, managing saved queries and collaborating securely with teammates is challenging for data analysts as they lack the necessary tools to easily share queries or analysis. They often have to rely on email or external file systems for sharing. Query Editor V2 addresses many of these challenges by providing a web based SQL client tool that allows you to write and run queries on your Amazon Redshift data warehouse. With this, you gain insights easily conducting analytics without third party tools. You are able to reduce time to insights with great visualizations and collaborate with your teams securely.
Thank you for that overview. Tell us a little bit about the actions that data users can take in Query Editor V2 and the core capabilities, if you will.
Sure, one of its main strengths is the ability to browse and explore multiple databases, external tables, views, store procedures, and user defined functions. This comprehensive feature set empowers you to navigate your data with ease. But that's not all. Query Editor V2 takes it up step further by allowing you to visualize your query results using charts. No more exporting data to external tools like Excel for visual analysis. With our built-in visualization capabilities, you can gain valuable insights directly within the Query Editor V2. Collaboration is also a breeze with Query Editor V2. You can effortlessly share queries with your team members, fostering a more collaborative environment. And thanks to the new SQL Notebook interface, authoring, organizing, and annotating queries has never been simpler.
Nice. And I can certainly see how easy it is in the visuals that you've provided here. So thank you for that. Tell me a little bit about how access works. How do users get started? Is it easy access?
All right, one of the standout advantages is that SQL users can now use a single interface to analyze data in Amazon Redshift. You no longer need to download, learn, update, or worry about the security for different query editors. Query Editor is integrated with Amazon Redshift, offering an all in one query solution. Amazon Redshift Serverless now supports single sign on with an IDP. You can pass database roles information from IDP for a specific IAM role. As an administrator, you need to configure your IDP to pass database role by adding specific principal tags as SAML attributes. With these advancements, Query Editor V2 offers a unified and streamlined experience for analyzing data in Amazon Redshift.
These are great. Thank you, Errol. How skilled do you think you have to be in SQL to get started? And how does visualizations, etc., work? I'm super curious about that.
Yeah, sure. As I mentioned earlier, Query Editor V2 allows you to browse and explore multiple databases, external tables, views, store procedure, and user-defined functions. The user-friendly interface makes it a breeze to create a databases, schemas, and tables without the need for extensive SQL knowledge. Plus, loading data from S3 or a local file is made even easier with auto schema detection, eliminating the need for writing complex SQL code. But that's not all. Collaboration is the key aspect of Query Editor V2, and Notebook feature takes it to the next level. You can effortlessly auto, organize, and annotate queries, making it a breeze keep to track of your analysis process. And when it comes to visualizing your query results, Query Editor V2 offers a seamless experience. With a just single click, you can generate charts, graphs, providing you with valuable insights.
I can certainly see that Query Editor V2 can bring a sea change in how data users can go about their analytics. Really, collaboration, data sharing with your teams, as well as visualizations of the keywords here, helping them get to insights faster and easier. Many of our users need to access external tables on Glue Catalog. Do we have any improvisations in Query Editor V2 that can help them with this in a faster way?
Yeah, we have a feature currently in preview. It's the ability to automatically mount your Glue catalog as a database in Redshift serverless or provisioned clusters. You no longer need to create an external schema for Glue databases to appear in the query editor V2 Navigator. You can list and run queries on Glue catalog databases and tables using Query Editor V2. And Glue catalog is automatically mounted and separate database called AWS Data Catalog, and you can use a three-part notation to run queries.
All right. Well, that was chock full of information about Query Editor V2. I'd love to see this in action. Do you have a
Great.
demo?
Yeah, great. Why don't I show you a demo? And this demo is going to cover loading data into Redshift through Query Editor V2, a set of queries that we can run, new charts and graph that can help with visualizing data, and how you can share analysis through the Query Editor V2 between teams.
Awesome. Let's get into it.
Before I dive into my data analysis, let's connect to my serverless workgroup and check out all the tables and other database objects. As you can see, I haven't created any tables yet. So let's create a new table. I'm going to create a table using Query Editor V2's load data feature. No need to worry about writing complex SQL code here. With load data, you have two options for loading your data. You can either select files from your S3 bucket or choose a local file. In this example, I will create my first table by selecting the sales CSV file from my S3 location. As you can see on the screen, Query Editor V2's user-friendly interface allows me to specify all the necessary parameters for copy command. I can choose the delimiter characters and even select the Ignore Header Rows option to skip the headers in the first row. Now it's time to determine where I want to transfer my data. Query Editor V2 gives me two options. I can either transfer the data to an existing table or create a new table. Let's go ahead and create a new table for our data. When I select the option to create a new table, Query Editor V2's auto schema detection feature comes to rescue. It suggests all the columns and their types present in my file. Of course, I can always modify these values or simply proceed with the defaults. Before I creating the table, I need to give it a name and specify where it will be created. In this example, I will name my table sales and choose to create in the dev database within my serverless worker. Now, with the IAM role selected for my copying process, I click Create Table button. The table is created, and I can review its details to ensure everything looks good. But we are done not yet. It's time actually to transfer the data to our newly created table. I click the Load Data button, and Query Editor V2 generates the copy command automatically. And just to double check, I can see that the table appears in the navigator, indicating that the data has been successfully loaded. To be absolutely sure, I run select query, and there it is, the data we loaded. That's how it is easily to load data using Query Editor V2's load data feature. You can follow the same step if you are using a local file. It's a game changer for quickly setting up and managing your tables. Now let's move on to the next exciting part, performing data analysis on SQL notebooks. Alright, now that I have created all the necessary tables, it's time to dive into data analysis. To ensure a structured workflow and work with the same data, I will create an SQL notebook. This will allow me to use multiple SQL queries seamlessly. To start, I will give my SQL notebook a more meaningful name, and since I anticipate writing a lot of code, I will expand the SQL notebook area to give myself more space. Now, I can begin writing and running my SQL code. I'm excited to see my results of my first analysis. The results are fantastic. I have obtained valuable insights from my data. To keep things organized and easy to reference later, I created a new cell using Markdown cell feature of SQL Notebook. I entered the title of the analysis to help me remember its purpose. But I have another SQL code to run, so I created the second SQL cell and run the code. And just like that, I have obtained the desired information from my analysis too. Again, to maintain clarity and structure, I add a Markdown cell and enter the title of this analysis as well. Now, since the sales team prefers visualizations over raw data, I will quickly transform my results into visual form. With a simple click on the chart button, I switch to chart mode and swiftly create visually appealing representations of the relevant data. First, I'm going to create a bar chart for my event-based analysis to see distribution of the events better. Next, I'm going to create a bar chart for the buyer analysis to see each buyer performance. Now they are ready. And there's the exciting part, sharing my findings with my team members. With Query Editor V2, sharing your SQL notebooks is easy. With just a single click, I have shared this notebook with all my colleagues. They can now make changes or add new SQL code to it. You can easily track these changes using the built-in code tracking system of SQL Notebook. It's a great way to review modifications and to collaborate effectively with your team. So with Query Editor V2, not only you can perform powerful data analysis, but you can also share and collaborate seamlessly. It's all about working together and driving insights as a team.
All right, that was an excellent demo. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today, Errol, and walking us through that demo.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, now it's time to wrap up this session. I just want to remind our audience out there that we have a ton of resources for you to check out. We have these sessions recorded and they will be available on demand. We have a $300 credit for you to try Amazon Redshift serverless for free for those who haven't tried it out yet. And a lot of resources on our website. We are on social media. Do follow us on this channel in LinkedIn. And I'm excited to say that we have a new book release in collaboration with O'Reilly. Some of our Redshift engineers have worked with O'Reilly, and we have this definitive guide that is coming out in a few months. But the first 5 chapters are already out there for you to download for free. And you can use this QR code to go ahead and avail that. Once again, thank you for joining us at AWS Data Insights Day.